Today on Growing Idaho, the state keeps growing. That's why we call this segment Growing Idaho. All that despite inflation. But are housing costs rising faster than the cost of your basic needs or your basic wants? Specifically, the average fast food burger. Let's take a look. Boise apparently has a pretty healthy real estate market, but that doesn't mean it's affordable. Wallet Hub ranked the best real estate markets in the country, with McKinney, Texas, Cary, North Carolina, and Irvine, California topping that list. The City of Trees checks in at 29th out of the 300 cities they studied. And by best real estate markets, they mean best for investors. They used price, but also the job market, the cost of living, availability, and the potential for the value of homes to increase as factors in this list. So Boise is the 29th best real estate market if you're aiming for equity and profit with your housing purchase, because the prices keep going up. Sounds good for investors, but what if you just want a place to live? Obviously, that's not so good. But is the inflation of homes worse than the inflation of everything else? We might be able to answer that question by comparing it to the price of, say, the average fast food burger. Let's take a look at something the Investors Observer put together called the Big Mac Index. That takes the median price of a home in the U.S. and the average price of a McDonald's Big Mac to track how many Big Macs it would take to buy a home. The idea is we're talking about the price of homes in terms of the average American's buying power through tracking inflation of housing and everyday goods. You can see it only took a little more than 40,000 Big Macs to buy a home in 1970, with the number peaking in 2005 at more than 94,000 burgers. That number has come down recently. We're now at about 71,000 Big Macs to buy a home. That means home prices are coming down nationally, but the price of essentials and food like a Big Mac is actually going up. As usual, though, the situation in this area is unique. In Idaho, Redfin says the median home price is about $500,000 and the average price of a Big Mac is around $520,000. That would mean it would take 96,154 Big Macs to buy a home in the Gem State. That is well above the national average and puts Idaho at 7th on the Big Mac Index, just below New York and New Jersey. What does that mean? Well, it means the price of homes continues to go up around here, along with the price of most everything else. Now, wages are also going up in Idaho, but not quickly enough to close the gap with those housing costs. Also, I should say, you should not actually try to buy a house with Big Macs. That will likely not work. If you are able to do it, though, let me know. A peaceful path